This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Monday, April 7th, 2025. I'm Marek Mazurek. Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology has received a $10 million gift it says will be used to establish a program focused on fostering entrepreneurship and business-focused opportunities for students. The gift comes from alumnus Niles Noblett, who's the founder of Zimmer Biomet. Noblett is a former chair of the Rose-Hulman Board of Trustees. The Institute said in a release that the Noblett Entrepreneurship Program will provide students with opportunities to work with faculty on experiences related to entrepreneurship and principles of the free market. Rose-Hulman President Robert Kuhn said the gift aligns perfectly with the school's strategic plan announced a year ago that prioritizes innovation, discovery, and entrepreneurship. Rose-Hulman said the program will be a natural extension of its Innovation Grove project, a more than $100 million hub near the Terre Haute campus, which will focus on entrepreneurship, education, and healthcare. Carmel-based Republic Airways on Monday announced plans to merge with Phoenix-based Mesa Air Group. Alex Brown has more details for Inside Indiana Business.
Republic is expected to merge with Mesa Air Group in the late third or early fourth quarter of this year. The new company will operate under the name Republic Airways Holdings, Inc., and will be led by Republic's executive leadership team. The new board of directors will comprise 6 existing members of Republic's board and an independent member from Mesa. Both companies said they expect to retain all flight crews, technicians, and operational staff. Post-merger, the company's fleet will have grown to more than 310 E-Jet aircraft with more than 1,250 daily departures. The new company says it will maintain its current routes and basing structures. Revenue projections put the company at $1.9 billion per year. The pending deal is being announced as an all-stock transaction. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
As rural Hoosier communities are taking the brunt of the hit caused by the EMS and paramedic shortage in the state, communities, nonprofits, and governments are taking action to provide more coverage for rural areas. State data shows a third of EMS departments in Indiana are volunteer, 20% are paid EMS operators, while 18% are a mix of paid and volunteer. All types of EMS providers have been facing decreasing levels of volunteers and rising costs. The end result is longer and longer times between someone calling 911 and medics arriving on scene. State grants from the Department of Homeland Security are helpful but often not enough. Some communities have raised local taxes, but there's concerns that EMS issues are going to be negatively affected by the property tax cuts proposed by Republican lawmakers. This year, the International Association of Jewish Genealogical Societies Conference is coming to Fort Wayne. About 1,000 people are expected to attend the organization's 45th annual gathering at the Grand Wayne Convention Center in August. In past years, the conference has been held in Philadelphia and London. The educational conference provides an opportunity for participants to learn, research, and share tips and information. This year's keynote speaker is Cece Moore, an American genetic genealogist who has appeared on the PBS show Finding Your Roots and was featured in the ABC show The Genetic Detective. Visit Fort Wayne played up the reputation of the Genealogy Center at the Allen County Public Library and said its Director of Special Collections, Kurt Witcher, was instrumental in drawing the conference to Fort Wayne. Hours before college basketball crowns its next men's champion, the future of college sports will be hanging in the balance in a California courtroom. U.S. District Judge Claudia Wilken is currently holding a hearing in Oakland to discuss an industry-changing $2.8 billion settlement of a 5-year-old lawsuit against the NCAA and the nation's largest conferences. Among other things, it clears the way for schools to pay a yearly total of $20.5 million with their athletes. Wilken is indicating she won't give a final ruling on the settlement today, though she has already granted preliminary approval for the settlement. The new structure outlined by the settlement represents a shift in billions of dollars from the schools into the pockets of athletes, and it's expected to go into effect July 1st. Universities across the country have been busy making plans under the assumption Wilken will put the terms into effect. Oliver Winery CEO Pat Brown is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.